not easy
Fake
are easier
Guru
than
TV,
back at it. This time we're
episode 2.
talking about Dan's sales experience and his sales videos. But before we talk about
Roll it.
One of the things that you could do, kind of like a mind hack, you could say, sometimes instead of focusing on what needs to be done and what you're going to get, focus on, not all the time, but ask yourself, what is the cost of inaction? What is it going to cost you if you don't do something, right? Because sometimes maybe you're not willing to do something to get whatever that you want, but staying where you are today, if you don't do something, how much does that cost you? That should give you the motivation that you need to take the risk, the necessary.
this is a spicy one. This is about Dan Lok. Yes, you heard it right. The guy we heard from before, Greedy Dan versus Woke Dan. We're back at it. This time we're talking about Dan's sales experience and his sales videos. But before we talk about that, I just want to talk about the popularity of people who pretend to be something they're not and pretend that doing things that are not easy are easier than they seem to be by staging them. Okay, so we saw this with there was a genre of YouTube that was popular for a while, pickup YouTube, where guys picked up girls. And because a lot of guys are lonely and they want to learn how to pick up girls, there were these people who got really popular by pretending it was like super easy. So here's an example of
This is Fake Guru TV, episode 2, Dan Lok. This is CoffeeZilla, Fake Guru 7. How to lock in the sale. I'll go ahead and roll it.
such a person. His name is Prank Invasion.
You answer yes to any one of the questions, I get a kiss.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
So this is supposed to be a stranger he just met, and he says, if you answer whatever to any of these questions, I get a kiss, whatever.
That was the first question you answered yes.
Oh.
So I went.
Okay.
Right, because it's that easy. That's all it is, boys. That's all. You guys have been doing it wrong. You didn't know you just had to ask simple questions. Okay, and that video got, oh, look at that, 10 million views. Because even if you stage something, even if it's obviously a lie, if it just is like sellable, if you're if you're supposedly showing people how it's done or whatever, it gets views. Okay, so let's translate this to another type of closing the deal, which is also people struggle with and people want information on. That's sales. So sales is just this. It's hard. I've done sales in the past. You just have to eat it for a while, and it's really hard. Not a lot of people are good, but everyone's looking for a shortcut, and so sales trainers have become really big. And Dan Lok's trying to get a piece of that action by showing himself to be a great salesman. So he has 2 videos where he shows what a great sales guy he is. All right. When a client says your price is too high, and you say,
are you familiar or are you aware of how much Mr. Lok charges for a full one-day consultation?
No, I mean, I haven't really.
okay, so this is set up by saying basically this guy knows nothing about Dan Lok somehow. He somehow doesn't know how much Dan Lok charges for his consultation fee. This is all, I put it all in air quotes.
Seen any numbers anywhere too much, but I mean, it'd be good to hear it more.
Yeah, I was under the impression that you already were aware. He's not cheap, right? He charges $50,000 a day.
$50,000 a day? What? He charges $50,000 a day. Okay, so let's set this up. This guy, cold, knows nothing about how much this costs. Probably expecting a sales training rate pretty low. Maybe $1,000 a day, something sort of reasonable. $50,000. That's like out of the realm of possibility. For most people, especially new businesses. Okay, so check this out. So at first, the guy says no. I'll just spoil this video for you. The guy says no, and he goes, no, that doesn't sound right. And then here comes hero Dan Lok. And look how it's all framed. It's all framed so perfect, almost as if it's set up and staged and actually fake.
About that. Actually, just 1 second, just a moment.
Sure.
You gotta go. Yeah.
Okay, he's got to go. He's got to go. He can't stay for very long, but just enough to train his little pupil. So the guy runs through like what the guy's problems are, and Dan Lok says like, "Oh, well, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this." Okay, so the client's like not interested at this point. You got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. He tells him like how to do it.
Does it really matter if he charges you $50,000 or even $75,000? Even give it $100,000.
Yes, it matters. Yes, it always matters. It matters whether someone charges you $50K, $100K, or $1 million. No matter how much money you're telling them you're going to make them, the initial price of the investment is, of course, it matters because you don't know if Dan Lok's going to make you a bunch of money. That's ridiculous. Okay. Anyway, go ahead.
Does it really matter?
Yes.
Are you looking for a cheap price, or looking for results?
I definitely would say question of price. It just seems a bit off here.
Right.
Okay, so they keep talking.
So my sales team does videos, and
Double here, an extra $3 million. And
This is really where it gets really cuckoo.
let's just say for a second here that Dan is able to double. We're talking double here, an extra $3 million of value to you. Does it matter if Dan charges you $50,000, $75,000?
Okay, stop. Okay, first of all, people in business who have grown a $3 million business aren't stupid, okay? So when somebody says, look, if I could get you an extra double your business, wouldn't it be worth it? Well, yes, but you're not guaranteeing that. This is ridiculous. This is so hypothetical and idiotic that someone would pretend like, oh, well, if I could double you haven't doubled the sales, dummy. Anyway, this is where we've gone to Neverland, we've gone to Dreamland, because this guy's response to this is
Fuck, even 100,000.
ridiculous.
At the end of the day, you're going to double the sales of your company.
yeah.
So let me ask you, what do you want to do here? Because if Dan, I'll be really honest. I've got to get going here. If you want to do this,
I gotta get going here. I don't have time for your $50,000 sale. I gotta play hard to get, and you're gonna fall for that, right?
it's great. If you don't, that's also perfectly fine with us, right? Dan's got a busy schedule, so it's up to you. Do you want to double the sales of your company, and you want to get the man who can help you do it? How much is that going to be worth to you?
So if I were to proceed with next steps here, what would that look like? Is it me, flying to? I think yeah.
Dude, stop. You're not gonna go through the next steps. Okay, let's run that back, okay? Okay. The guy calls looking for maybe a $1,000 to $5,000 sales training. He gets told it's 10 to 50 times more expensive than he thought it was. Over the course of, at first he thinks that's ridiculous because it is ridiculous. Who's going to try? Why would you accept that? Nobody can revolutionize. No one can double your sales with a little one-day pep talk. So then the guy says, rightly says, like, no, that's ridiculous. Dan comes up and he's like, oh, well, all you have to do is say, like, well, does it matter? Because I'm just going to double your sales anyway. And also say, like, play hard to get and just say, like, yeah, I don't have time for this. And that works. No, hell no, it doesn't work. So by now you're probably wondering, coffee break. What are you doing? This is a fake thing. Obviously, they're just role playing. It's never meant to be taken seriously. Well, wrong. This is where our second video comes in. This is actual. Hold on, let's read that title. Let me zoom in on that title for you so that there's.
This is a great channel. CoffeeZilla, Coffee Break, he goes by also. I have called him before CoffeeZillo. It's not that, it's CoffeeZilla. I'll go ahead and roll it.
No mistaking. Actual live sales call with Dan. So this is real. They're claiming that this is real.
So you're charging $1,500 to $2,000 a month.
Okay, I love this. Look at this intro. I love this, dude. This is vintage Dan, okay? Look.
So you want...
Look how the camera guy picks it up like that. He's like sprinting towards Dan. Oh, he's got a deal on the hook. As if this wasn't like set up and staged. Dan happens to be standing next to his telescope in his perfectly manicured penthouse. Get the hell out of here.
So you're charging
No, dude.
$1,000 a month with local clients. How much do you want to be charging?
Okay, so also, look. He's just getting preliminary information. So obviously this is one of their first calls because he doesn't know anything about the business. He doesn't know how many sales guys has. So all right, so you have to know that. That's important.
Oh, that's
your cost.
Hard to scale.
Okay. How many clients do you want to be working with?
Oh, by the way, that's like my favorite part about Dan's sales strategy. It's all just asking questions back. Okay, notice the fact that asking questions is good in sales, but you don't just it just comes off like a cheap trick when you repeat it over and over. Like when somebody like asks you a genuine question, responding with another question does not help. It's like you can't say, like when they say, well, how much does it cost? And you can't go back and say, well, how much do you think it's worth? Well, no. But actually, how much does it cost though? Well, how much are you willing to pay? Well, what are you doing? Because I'm trying to get information from you, the sales guy. So he always asks, that's one of his things. He answers questions. It just drives me crazy. But anyway, so whatever works. Whatever works in your fake video.
I think the first milestone I need to get to is 50. Maybe like a coaching call or something like that.
Bump up your pricing, because I think you're not charging now. With a 50% profit margin, you will have a problem when you grow, because as you bring on more people, your profit margin will shrink. And quite frankly, there's not enough. No wonder if they rely on referrals, because you cannot afford to spend money on marketing. True?
Yeah.
So for 2 hours, I charge 10K. How do you feel about that?
10K.
Correct. 5,000 an hour.
Stop, dude. This is the second video where they do the same thing, where the guy supposedly didn't know the price beforehand. So this is their like first call or second call, maybe. 10K for 2 hours. No. That's where you go click, and every normal person, every business guy who scraped for that 10K is not giving away 10K to some slick guy on YouTube. No. That's not real life. All right, let's go back.
It's an awful lot of money.
Yeah, is there any way that we could maybe, I don't know, start with an hour and go from there, or maybe get a discount or something? Like that's all,
So
that's all percent of my profits there a month.
yeah, it's a lot of money. Let me ask you this. You're coming to me because you want to charge more money and charge what you believe you're worth and have more, just make more profit, correct?
Yeah.
And how would you feel if you come to me, the king of high ticket sales, Dan Locke, and we start our
The king of high ticket sales. That's what he calls himself. The king of high ticket sales. Get out. Okay, sorry. Go back.
relationship by me giving you a discount? Would you trust to hire a guy like that to help you increase your price?
Dude, the guy wants to hire you. He just wants a deal because he can't afford it. This posturing doesn't work in real life. This is not how people behave in real. This is not real life sales. This is Neverland sales, okay?
Correct. And I am the fucking Bentley.
No, dude, no, you didn't just say that.
And I am the fucking Bentley.
Dude, no one talks like this in real life. Nobody says this, dude. This is how you know it's fake, because these lines are like out of a script or something. I mean, you don't cuss at your client. You don't grandstand like you're some hot shot. That just doesn't come off. Anyway, sorry. Let's go back to the actual live sales call with Dan Locke.
So where should we go from here?
So at this point, the guy has basically told Dan he can't afford it, and then he needs to lower the price. Dan has said, nah, dude, I'm such a big shot baller. I'm worth every penny. And he's like, well, where do we go from here?
I guess I'd say let's get started.
Are you sure? You don't sound like very certain. Because I don't want you to do this if you're not sure. Because I'm going to help you, but damn, you got to do the fucking work.
I'll do the work, Dan. This is year 3. I can't keep sitting here at 13 fucking clients a month. Like, that's not I can't.
Oh my gosh, I've had enough. So let's recap, okay? So this guy, first or second call with Dan, because Dan knows nothing about the guy. The guy knows nothing about Dan or what he charges, except what he's watched through the YouTube videos. And supposedly the guy has his doubts, but Dan closes him within the span of a 6-minute video. Nobody changes their mind that fast. People do not change their mind in 6 seconds on a 10K decision. You know what they do? That this guy didn't do once? You know what real people do that they didn't do in either of the last 2 videos? They say, wait, let me think about it. That's what they do every time. They say, wait, let me think about it. Hold on. Let me go ask my wife. Hold on. I'm not ready to decide that yet. Hold on. I'm not ready to just drop a commitment on 50 or 10K. That never happens. This is, well, okay, I'm going to say it's my opinion because there's no way I can prove for certain. It's my opinion. This is as fake as a...
I completely agree with that. I've seen that many times. Totally agree.
$3 bill. This is ridiculous. Doesn't exist. Didn't happen. This guy is promoting his sales skills because he wants views, not because he actually is doing these live or that these are real deals. Okay, so let's go to, again, my opinion. Now, if you want to see someone who actually does real sales calls and like, look, I'm not like the Grant Cardone fanboy or anything like that. But Grant Cardone is an actual sales guy with actual sales experience. And how you know that is because when he does live sales calls, which he does, which is, I think his popularity with that is one reason Dan started doing it. Look at what happens when a real person, when a real salesman does a sales call. This is what happens 99% of the time. And any real salesman would tell you this.
And I could get you another $10,000 or $15,000 for your house. Would you be open to that?
No, we're
Okay, Melinda. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me ask you: who do you know that's about to sell their house or list their house other than yourself? Nobody. Who?
I love that video. It's a video of Grant Cardone standing in front of a bunch of people doing a live sales call, and the person just flat out tells him no. He doesn't close them because that's what happens most of the time. And then even he tries the classic, which is, do you know any friends that I could basically sell to? And she says, no, I know nobody. That's real sales. That's the real world. And people telling you different, people telling you that they've got the secret to easy closing sales is the same person. It's the same thing, different industry as this guy. It's the same thing. It's a liar telling you that things are easier than they actually are, and they're selling you a fantasy land, dude. Don't buy it. Yeah, that's it. That's all I had for you now. Just I wanted to walk you down those two little sales calls. So I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. We got a new artist I'm going to feature for the first time on this channel. I hope you enjoy. Here is Mark Redbillet. I don't know how to say his last name. But he's going to close us out. Go check him out on YouTube. I'll see you guys soon.
Great video. Love it. Now I'll go ahead and move on to the next one.
I'm going full Playboy all day with mad respect to the Hugh Hefner.
Now,
Grant Cardone, there he is. Let's roll the next video.
He's basically one of these phony get-rich scheme guru guys who promises to make you all the money in the world.
Let me go ahead and start that over. One moment.
Yo, what's up, guys? Today we have Grant Cardone. He's basically one of these phony get-rich scheme guru guys who promises to make you all the money in the world, and he just doesn't tell you how to make money. He just sells you his book. He's been like popping up all over YouTube, kind of like a bootleg Ty Lopez. His ads have just been everywhere. And I've been seeing it, and I was like, there's something weird or just something off about this guy. I got a weird vibe. So I was just thinking, we gotta dive into his content and just see what he's really about. So what I'm about to show you now is the ad that you've probably seen.
Every time I come to this coastline, I wonder, probably like you, what did these people do? Look, if you're anything like me, you get inspired when you come to a place like this by what other people have accomplished and all the wealth and the prosperity. I want that for you. I figured out how to get it for myself so that I could not just help myself and take care of my family, but I could help others. Prosperity, abundance, affluence, all along this coastline. It's absolutely amazing. It's the life you deserve. I want to help you get it.
Okay. So you saw exactly what I mean. He's just like, prosperity, abundance, all along this coastline. And I want you to have this life too. Because I'm Grant Cardone. He does this whole big spiel. doesn't mention anything. He doesn't tell you if he has a restaurant, if he does real estate. He doesn't tell you anything. Super vague.
Look at the cards. Look at my life.
Ready to get your money right? I'm talking about get it right. You know, like you got money coming in from this business and a second business over here and a third business, and all of a sudden you got enough money now to make some investments. So you got, hey, where are those checks at? Captain Ron? Right here in the back. Can you grab them for me? Yeah.
Where are those checks at? Where are those checks at? Because I'm Grant Cardone. You better go get those checks. Because I got to let everybody fucking know. What the fuck?
I was like 900 grand popping in every month. Mailbox money, 915,000 to be precise. When you gonna get your money right is my point. When are you gonna get your money right, okay?
When are you gonna get it right? When?
It's crazy. Let's go to my accounting office. These come in every month, right?
Yes, they do.
Little baby one, $2,600, okay? Little baby one. I'm not bragging, I'm trying to inspire you right now, okay? $1,544. Little baby check. Here's a little baby one, $65,000.
See this right here? Little baby check. What's this right there? $65,000. $80,000. $90,000. Nothing, just a little baby check. Little baby check. What's that? $1,500? I haven't noticed. A little baby check.
$805. Okay. $30,000. You see this one for $30,000, just so y'all know I'm keeping it real with you. 1,400, 2,100, 73, 738, 1623, 1,000, 21, 60 grand, 95,000, 35,000, 45,000. Man, how do you do this? You work.
You work. You work. Jesus, so weird.
So don't tell me about your money problems, man, okay? Don't tell me about where you were born. Don't tell me about your bad breaks. Don't tell me about what your daddy did or your uncle felt you up or something, did some kind of weird thing to you and I'll ruin your head, or your sister abused you or whatever, okay?
What is he even talking about here? Don't tell me your daddy gave you a little finger. Your mom abused you and your sister, you played dress up. You need to get your money right.
Look at the cards. Look at my life.
It's really going to come down to kind of just on the come because, just because of the existing business, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And then we get caught on something. So it's like, look, am I going to charge you $25 a door?
Yeah.
Or that?
Does he just have the pilot walking around with the phone by there so he can talk? I'm Grant Cardone. I can't hold my phone because I'm making money. I'm getting my money right.
We're going to buy a different jet here. Now, unlike most people, the jet I have right now, that would be my third jet.
That is unlike most people. That is a little off, but little unlike most people.
So all you bitches out there that say, oh my God, who buys their own plane? People that want to produce more buy their own plane. Show-offs don't buy planes. Show-offs buy fancy watches. By the way, I ain't saying I ain't a show-off.
I ain't saying I ain't a show-off, but bam. Bam. You know who I am? I'm Grant Cardone. Don't make me do it again. Bam.
Last year, I doubled my income with that bird. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get me a big ass.
Funny. Showing off the watch. He's not a show-off. Or he is a show-off.
I can go where I want, when I want, and I can cross the pond and go educate the Iranians and the Iraqis and my friends in Israel, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hop down to the South America and see the Costa Ricans.
Stop. Please stop. Oh, it's so cringy.
Hey there. If you and I could spend 5 days together, how would you spend it with me? Look forward to seeing what you would do with those 5 days in comments. Would you get a workout in every day? Run on the beach? Some Pilates? Or would you just kick it? Or would you do a combination? And then when we spend 3 or 4 hours together at my place each morning, what would you talk about?
What would you do if you had a day with me? Would you take me to the beach? Would you go to IHOP? Just want to kick it. 'Cause I'm Grant Cardone.
Look at the cards. Look at my life.
I I've written a number of books. We created a TV show called Whatever It Takes, The Ultimate Job Interview, where we brought people into Miami and hired them. I've written, 7 books now, 12 best-selling business and sales programs.
We kind of get like an idea of like who Grant Cardone is and what he actually does as a job. I mean, you can see it in the posters all behind what he actually does.
I wrote this book recently called The Millionaire Booklet. This is a $9 book. I know some people think, oh, the guy's just making money all the time, making money hand over fist. It's true. It's true.
Oh my God. Does his shirt say Grant Cardone? Oh my gosh.
I can't handle it no more. Get me out this trash. My brothers and my sisters, it's time to fly away.
Can you just imagine being on a road trip with Grant? Just imagine it. Just him just going, I can't take it no more. Get me out of this traffic. Like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Get me off that slave shit, boy.
What the fuck is he talking about? Alright, on to this one right here. He's having this reality show where he's shooting himself. I've never seen it. I don't know where it went or if it's even on TV. But he's interviewing a bunch of people, and this one guy applies for a job, and apparently this guy bought a Grant Cardone program for like $2,000, which surprisingly is pretty cheap compared to all the stuff he offers. He has stuff all the way up to over $100,000 for sale on his website. You can see it right here. But this guy apparently didn't pay him. He comes in, he wants a job, and Grant confronts him, and it's just so awkward.
Do you consider yourself an ethical person?
I consider myself an ethical person.
Do you have integrity?
I have integrity.
Okay. How many credit cards do you have on you right now?
2. One debit card, 1 credit card.
How much is on your credit card?
It's
How much space do you have on your credit card?
2,000.
Right now, you got 2,000 available.
Credit line, yes, sir.
Let me see it. How about the other card, the debit card?
3,500.
How do you make your money?
I sell life insurance.
Okay. Let me see your hands. Put your hands out. No. Put them out like this. See mine?
Yes, sir.
Why are you shaking?
It might be nerves, but like you said, I'm not a psychiatrist, so I'm not about my
you don't need a psychiatrist. You just need to pay your bills.
Yes, sir.
Past due.
Yes, sir.
Past due. These you? Did you buy a product from me and then not pay me?
Mr. Cardone, a year and a half ago, I did.
Did you buy a product from me and then not pay me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is that your signature right there?
That is my signature.
Okay. You bought a $2,000 product from me and then didn't pay me. Defaulted on the loan. And you had the fucking balls to walk in here and want a job from me. This guy? I'm the guy you picked to fuck.
It's so awkward. He definitely could have handled it in a better way. I mean, there's like tons of people in the background walking by. His wife's right there. It's so cringy.
Look at the cards. Look at my life.
Can you tell people why Papa's so good?
Because he's a millionaire and he knows Scientology.
Whoa! Really? What does that have to do with anybody? You're just making stuff up.
Woo! 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 What does that have to do with anything? Oh, you're just making stuff up. I can't let everybody know I'm a Scientologist because they'll discredit everything I'm saying.
I help people. That's why. She says, "Hey, because I studied Scientology." Okay, it's amazing, actually. So since she brought it up, right? Dude, Scientology is responsible for at least 90% of my success that I'm having today.
Okay, Grant. So Scientology is responsible for 90% of your success. Then why are you not telling everybody about that in your books? You're writing all these books about how to get successful, how to make $1 million, how to achieve your dreams, but you're leaving out the one key factor that you credit responsible for 90% of your success? Okay.
I've literally never talked about this on a stream, but since my little girl brought it up, I was always interested in it because of the controversy. All great movements start with controversy. Well, I know Baptists that are Scientologists. I know Muslims that are Scientologists. I know Jews that are Scientologists. I know...
Okay, so right there he just flat out lies. I know Muslims, I know Jews, I know Christians, I know atheists that are Scientologists. No, you don't. No, you don't. Just more bullshit.
It's ridiculous. See, this is what I believe in. I believe in me, and I believe in you. Let me tell you a travesty in this country. Over 300 million weapons in America. That's not the travesty. Let me tell you the big issue. 4 billion in the United States of America, 4 billion prescriptions for meds are written every year.
Okay, so right there he just flat out lies. It's not 4 billion, not even close, not even 10% of that. Here's the actual facts right here. So just more layers of bullshit that Grant Cardone spills. Just a little more, you just see it kind of unraveling. And this next one is where he's interviewing 5 different people. I don't know why he'd be doing this in the first place, all at the same time. His wife is there. His wife pipes up to make a comment, and he shuts her down and embarrasses her right in front of everybody. It's so awkward to watch.
We're going to find out who we have. We're going to hire somebody this week, and they'll know exactly what they're getting into when they walk in this door next Monday.
Yeah, but Grant, I know you, and you have a tendency to push people a little too far over the edge. And I'm just worried that you're going to do that. You don't need to torture people.
We're gonna take them all the way, okay? You be the great wife, you take care of the kids, and let me take care of this family. I want to add somebody to our family, and I want to make sure they have the freaking guts, the nuts, and the courage.
Yeah, I want that too, believe me. But I mean, I know you, and you're just a little extreme, and sometimes it's not called for.
Jesus Christ, you just embarrass her in front of everybody else. So that's all the clips I have. Okay, in conclusion, Grant Cardone literally bases his business off of his religion. That's a series of books that you pay over-the-top prices for, over the odds, climb a ladder, which is completely made up and self-serving by him, which when you get to the top of it, you'll find out it's nothing more than a pile of bullshit.
Great video. We'll go ahead and move on, and we'll move on to Ty Lopez.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood Hills. But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things? Knowledge. In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that I bought. It's like the billionaire Warren Buffett says, the more you learn, the more you earn. Now, maybe you've seen my TEDx talk where I talk about how I read a book a day. You know, I read a book a day not to show off.
The king fake guru of YouTube, Ty Lopez.
What's the one thing that's worse than Ty Lopez? Well, check the sidebar. And you will find a gaggle of other influencers that are also willing to take your money with a lot of
Another great video with great content from CoffeeZilla. I'll go ahead and roll it.
Promises to make you rich and no real results. There's not much that competes with Ty Lopez's scamming people who are broke and are looking for a way to make money. But Mike Vestal takes it to another level. And he does this by having none of the skills. I mean, say what you want about Ty Lopez. He built the empire. He was one of the OGs. He had that viral marketing campaign. Mike Vestal is none of that. He's not an original. He's a copycat. If you go to his website, and I can't believe I'm about to take you there, MikeVestal.com. Oh, I need to push this over here. Mike Vestal. And you go, because he wrote a book. He's 20 years old. And he decided, what a great idea. Let me write a book on how to be successful. What's this? Health, wealth, love, and happiness. That sounds awful familiar.
Health, wealth, happiness, love.
Living the good life. That's another someone else's catchphrase.
I wanted to find the good life.
He basically took Ty Lopez's idea and said, I'm just going to copy everything this guy does and do it worse. The thing that I hate about these YouTubers the most, this new wave of influencers and people who are trying to be mentorship coaches, is you can't be a mentorship coach if you haven't been through anything and if you haven't built anything. This is like the problem with Ty Lopez in the first place, is nobody knows what he did before he was Ty Lopez the meme. But it's a bigger problem with these kids that couldn't have had businesses before they started what are essentially coaching businesses. So straight out the gate, they become coaches. It doesn't even make any sense. So like, look at the first part of this video, okay?
So there comes a time in every entrepreneur's life where he is forced to evolve. And no, it's not just by buying a bunch of polos. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the 4 stages.
Wait, 4 stages? The 4 stages? I can't even title his videos right. This guy has not evolved because he's not even really an entrepreneur. He just made up some coaching class and said he's going to scale you 6 to 7 figures. This guy hasn't even made 6 to 7 figures. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Mike Vestal, CEO and founder of 100K Tribe, where we help coaches coach. So what is he? He's a coach to be a coach to coaches? Like, this is what doesn't make sense to me about this whole Tai Lopez thing, and all this little team that they have of a bunch of Tai Lopez's. Do these people compete with each other? I assume they do. They're all offering master classes. And what do you teach your students to do? This guy's a Tai Lopez student. I guess Tai Lopez taught him to make master classes to compete with Tai Lopez's master classes. And is Mike Vestal teaching people to create master classes too? I mean, all of these guys have these just paid programs. And by the way, it's not free. Where's the cost? Okay, here it is. Apparently he costs $497. He rents a mansion in Bali off Airbnb and posts it as his own. That's cool. Oh, and by the way, all these guys with all their master classes, they're all teaching drop shipping and affiliate marketing, which are the 2 biggest nonsense jobs there are. Oh, here it is, affiliate marketing. There's a reason that everybody always talks about them. The only way to actually make them work is to have a really lucky arbitrage you find, or to really have a ton of success. Like, you're already successful and people know you for it and you have fame, and so you leverage that fame to affiliate market or whatever. And that's the whole thing. It's like, this is the reason that all these people are making coaching plans and all this stuff. If they tell you that they're making $1,000 a day or $2,000 a day, if that were true, they wouldn't be making these courses. I mean, okay, let's see the Freedom Fighter Squad. Let me guess. This guy has a course. Oh, look, massive giveaway. Oh, very cool. OD Productions. Who's this?
Hey guys,
Oh, passive income. Enrollment for a limited time. All of them are limited time. They're using scarcity. But they all talk about launching you with affiliate marketing and this and that. And the question is if they're so good at creating affiliate marketing and making thousands of dollars a day, they would just do that. It's clear that all these people care about is money. They all stand next to, Lamborghinis. So if all they care about is money, why wouldn't they just make passive income all the time? But of course, they're not making all that money. They're trying to build these separate businesses. And the reason they're trying to do that is because that's where the real money is. The Grant Cardones of the world, the Tai Lopez's, they're not making their money from passive incomes or all the way. They're saying they're making money. They're making money from life coaching. And this is what sickens me about this new trend, is they're profiting off inspiration. They're not actually giving you knowledge, because if they had that knowledge, they would do it themselves. It's like, I just love, is it Graham Stephen? Hold on. They're all the same. Have you noticed that they're all the same? They're all doing the same thing. Okay, I became a millionaire. It's all about money, 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 money. If you're making $6,470 a month, why wouldn't you continue doing that and scale that business? Why are you instead dumping all your time into this channel? Well, there's a very simple answer. Because they're trying to build their coaching business, because the coaching business is where the real money is. But these people aren't even honest about it. They're telling you that they're going to teach you how to do something else, when in reality, they aren't doing that because it doesn't make any money. Where's the guy that I really like, though? There's a guy here that I really like. And it's not Mike Vestal. It's the guy who says who wants to free 1 million people. Where is he? Where's the guy who's gonna make?
All right, hey guys, if you're watching this, you probably
I think it's
know
Kevin
who I am.
David.
For those who don't,
Maybe it's Ryan. Oh, here we go. Kevin David's life goal. Oh, there we go. Life goal. Kevin David's life goal: free 1 million people from the 9-to-5 grind. That's this guy's life goal, is to help you. Do you believe that? This guy, all he wants to do is help you out. Oh, the fire. I am ready. Oh, my favorite thing is all their intros all look the same. It's all like some electronic music over a super cut of, Lamborghinis, money, them talking, but they're not even looking at the camera, and, them in front of a crowd. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Join their giveaway today. Click here. Oh, wow. Yep. Yeah, let's see if we can go. Oh, millionaire by 21. That's the thing. It's like nobody has patience anymore. They want to be life coaches by the time how I made this, how YouTube pays me for viral videos. Viral videos? What viral videos? You have 4,000 views a video. Oh, man. This is hilarious. Anyways, it's just like... So to answer my original question, the only thing that's worse than Tai Lopez is a bunch of copycat Tai Lopez's that don't even have his charisma, or I don't know if you'd call it charisma, but even his just ingenuity to start sort of what he was doing on the internet. I mean, he really pioneered that he pioneered the scam, and you got to respect him for it. But these people are just disgusting.
Here in my garage,
Like at least he had this. At least we got the meme. It's not even that funny. These people aren't even that funny. Oh, and don't get me started on people who are telling you how to grow a YouTube channel. That drives me crazy. Oh boy. Anyway, for another time.
Great video. We'll go ahead and move on to the next.
Why sell a course?
A lot more than materialistic things. Knowledge.
Yes, the Tai Lopez here in my garage with my Lamborghini advert. It's really hard to describe how pervasive this ad was if you weren't around in early 2015 when this thing was being plastered as a pre-roll ad on pretty much every YouTube video at the time. And despite how obnoxiously common and annoying this advertisement was, you can't help but admit the thing was effective at grabbing your attention. You really had to wonder who the hell this guy in his garage buys Lamborghini was. And guy very well thanks to the help of H3H3 making a few videos about him. But I thought, hey, today why don't we take a look at the whole Tai Lopez story, how he became known on YouTube, and a little bit about what he's doing now, because I think there's a lot to be said that many aren't even aware of. But before I go any further, I need to bestow you viewers with a little bit of knowledge. And that knowledge being what the sponsor for today's video can provide you, that sponsor being Dashlane. Dashlane is a must-have for those with numerous password protected accounts online. Never again struggle with creating unique passwords for your accounts again, as Dashlane will do the hard work for you and generates them and stores them all in one safe app. And this is just scratching the surface. My favorite part of the service is the top of the line autofill function that's included with Dashlane. Sit back and watch as Dashlane fills in your login information with just a couple of clicks. And not only that, it makes online shopping a breeze as it fills in your checkout information, so you don't have to fumble around typing in your credit card information ever again. And if for whatever reason you have a breach in one of your that said, let's get on to the Tai Lopez story. So it's safe to say that without Ty's infamous Lamborghini ad that was played on almost every YouTube video back in 2015, he really wouldn't be known. But this ad was key to his success online. The way that the ad was pushed was basically Ty bought ad space. And some estimates say that he spent upwards to $100,000 in ad placements for his pre-rolls, but more conservative estimates are somewhere between $10,000 and $20,000. But why did Ty purchase the ad spaces in the first place? Well, it was basically to promote his website, and this website sold a series of self-help guides which he called the 67 Steps. And his 67 Steps videos were a series of 67 videos, each of which provided some different self-help motivational wisdom, be it financial management, being advice with real estate, or be it just general motivation. And all 67 videos were being sold on his website as a package, and I've come across several reviews of his program online, and surprisingly independent critics don't completely shit on it as you might expect. It's important to say this because at the time that this ad was floating around, the misconception was that Tai Lopez's 67 Steps guide was a massive scam, or the website was an invitation to some sort of pyramid scheme. The product was marketed as you get 67 videos for $67, but it's actually a subscription service where you had to pay $67 per month to maintain access to the videos. It's easily cancelable, but it's something that you would only see if you read into the fine print, so maybe a bit scummy, but it wasn't a scam. Despite the borderline legitimacy of his product, the fact that his face was occupying the first few minutes of ad space before many YouTube videos, he was catching the audience's eye at a massive rate. And this would prove to be an annoyance to a lot of people. Sure, he was being seen by millions, but all at the same time, he was becoming that guy with the punchable face who was ruining YouTube with his stupid ad talking about his Lamborghini. The ad became so inescapable that posts on Reddit began to show up discussing it, with a general air of confusion in regards to why the hell the ad was showing up and who the guy was. Take a look at this thread from Reddit's Out of the Loop sub, where people are discussing Tai appearing for the first time and everybody just like doesn't know what the hell is going on or who the guy is. Who is this guy that just bought a new Lamborghini that's fun to drive up in the Hollywood Hills and brags about it on YouTube ads? He really seems like an annoying douche canoe. What's he selling? I don't want to waste 3 minutes and 55 seconds of my life listening to him. Jesus Christ, I'm so glad someone else found this guy's ad. I just watched all 4 minutes of it, literally saying out loud, this can't be a real person. There has to be a punchline coming. When I realized there wasn't a punchline and this guy's real, my brain shut down. Holy shit, this guy is hilarious. Haha, I had the same idea. This has to be some kind of comedian. Nope, thankfully I only watched 2 minutes. Quote, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, unquote. Are you sure? Seems pretty sketch. The negative sentiment had reached to a peak and viewers felt that the dude needed to be stopped. And if you're talking about summer of 2015 on YouTube, oh, you know who would be the YouTuber that would be up to the task of stopping this guy.
But hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to a brand new video.
No, wait, not Leafy. That was 2016. It was this guy, Ethan Klein from H3H3 Productions. If you're a YouTube nerd like myself, the time between summer of 2015 and early 2016 is the pinnacle / golden age of H3H3 Productions content. This is when they were really killing it. At this time they were growing like crazy and putting out some of their most iconic content. The Bradbury video, Meat in the Boot, Vape Nash, Joey Salads. The brand was essentially built during this time, and smack dab right in the middle of summer 2015, on July 22nd, was when H3H3 made a video about Tai Lopez reacting to the garage advertisement. See, H3H3 had essentially branded itself as the channel that would take some of the most obnoxious and douchey trends that existed on YouTube and completely humiliate those responsible. And I think buying ad space to promote your website that's selling a self-help guide by being in your garage bragging about a Lamborghini is definitely something that could be branded as a little bit douchey. And in this reaction video, Ethan goes through some of the first steps of basically making Tai Lopez into a living meme. Here's some of the highlights from his first reaction video.
This guy's been running his ads on YouTube like crazy, and it's turned into some phenomenon where everybody knows, here in my garage guy. Now be careful, he's charming, he's persuasive, and he wants your money.
But you know what I like a lot more than materialistic things?
Let's level up here before we move on. This is a storage space, and you rented that Lamborghini. Let's just get that out of the way right now, okay guys? Let's just put that on the table. This is a storage space. Whose garage looks like that?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Knowledge. Cool, dude.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Knowledge.
In fact, I'm a lot more proud of these 7 new bookshelves that I had to get installed to hold 2,000 new books that I bought.
I'm a lot more proud of these 2,000 books I've never read. Knowledge.
If you're a cynic, if you're a pessimist, you don't need to click here. Don't worry about it.
If you're a rational human being that is skeptical of people, of internet marketers trying to take your money, don't click here. This isn't for you. Let me weed you guys out, okay?
Ethan's video would serve to
Love it. I love that. Just that's really cool what he said. Love it.
Stock online, and you would think that this would probably discourage Tai Lopez from continuing his pre-roll advertisement campaign to promote his website. Perhaps he would realize his method was indeed obnoxious, but he doubled down on his tactic with a new advertisement, the infamous "Here in My Backyard" ad.
Hey, here in my backyard, people always asking me for a tour, so I thought I'd show a little bit of my house, but more importantly, I'm gonna share with you how I went from sleeping in a mobile home, you know, with 47 bucks in my bank account, to a place like this in Beverly Hills, Hollywood Hills.
Tai Lopez was indeed a mad lad. He could care a damn less about what anyone thought of his methods when it came to promoting his products. I guess you could say that ties from that all publicity is good publicity school of thought. I don't know. So, in what would become this back and forth between Tai Lopez and H3H3 Productions, H3 would drop another video talking about Tai Lopez, this time making fun of his "Here in My Backyard" advertisement, and the tone in this one was much more joking and satirical.
The big one, people always talk about networking stuff. So yeah, got a little squat rack.
Watch closely. Basketball hoop, chair, light, a triangle. What does it mean? Enhance that image. Basketball, chair, light. Oh my God. There's a male douche at the corner of that triangle. Tai was planning to use that to clean his stinky, unwashed penis.
Love it.
So putting
Absolutely love
H3H3
it.
Productions on the back burner for a moment. Granted, him and Tai are linked at the hip, but let's take a look at the background of what Tai was doing business-wise all the time he was becoming more popular because of these H3H3 videos.
Hey guys, it's Nick from F150LEDs.com. Our mission is improving your
Let me go ahead and
F150
skip through this
experience
ad
through
here. 1
innovative
second.
LED technology.
One major thing that Tai was pushing at this time was for people to follow him on his Snapchat. Tai was claiming that those who followed him on Snapchat would be entered into raffles to win cash prizes and free cars, the first of which was in early of 2016. Tai would go on to say in a video that promoted this Pay It Forward giveaway that all you had to do was follow him on Snapchat and you could win a brand new car, be it a Mustang, a Jeep, or a brand new Prius. All you had to do was follow him. And look, on the surface that sounds amazing, but with this guy's history, people were in the right to be a little bit skeptical, as if to think, is he gonna go through with this? But believe it or not, he actually did. He ended up awarding a guy named Kevin Torres from North Carolina a brand new Ford Mustang, and here's the clip to prove it.
Are bringing him. Look at this, it's kind of cool. He is blindfolded. Not the Ferrari, my man.
Nah.
What's up?
What's up,
How
Ty?
are you?
Okay.
Come over here, come over here. Who came out from North Carolina?
All the way from North Carolina. Yes,
Where
sir.
are you at, Fort Bragg?
Goldsboro.
He's in Goldsboro. So have I ever met you?
Never.
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 Nothing's been set up except we did fly you out here.
Correct.
Now, some people think this is fake. What do you have to say to them?
It's not.
This video of him gifting this guy a car could be some elaborate Joey Salads setup where it's a fake actor and they're working together to prove Tai sweepstakes is legit. Who's really to say? I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt on this one. Nonetheless, there was definitely a secondary bonus to holding a sweepstakes like this because now he was gaining followers to his Snapchat at an alarming rate. And on there, he would routinely post Snapchat stories which promoted his 67 Steps product, so at the end of the day, he was giving out cars but still making money via his online product. And he would go on to hold other sweepstakes like this car giveaway. Many of these were promoted on his Instagram in a very similar fashion. The first of which was his win a free car or $10,000 cash giveaway. He would use these sweepstakes-like tactics to build up his social media across the board. He now boasts over 3 million followers on Instagram, over 700,000 on Twitter, and I would imagine a massive amount on Snapchat. The one thing about Tai, if you haven't noticed it yet, is selling out is not in this man's vocabulary. He's willing to do any type of tactic, be it buying pre-roll advertisement or holding sweepstakes to promote his products. He just doesn't give a damn. It's all about the bottom line with this guy, and honestly, can you really blame him? Money talks. Oh, and on a side note here, you guys want to see a funny photo? Check this one out. Yeah, that's Kendrick. What the hell? Anyways, back to H3H3 for a bit. Tai Lopez definitely got a lot of eyes on him from his pre-roll ads alone, but much of him being known is directly related to the videos that H3H3 Productions made about him. And in the time frame between 2015 to 2017, it was pretty nebulous in regards to if the two had made communications or if they were beefing or even on good terms, because, I mean, H3H3 did go on to make this guy kind of look like a fool. But in a bizarre twist of fate, Tai Lopez would invite Ethan and Gila to go visit him at his mansion. In April of 2017, Ethan and Gila would travel to the mansion featured in Here in My Backyard and met up with Tai Lopez. H3H3 would record the whole thing in a vlog style format and would post it on his channel. And it seems Tai may have been a bit hesitant in the agreement of this meetup because he had like 9 lawyers following them all around during the recording. In the months before this video was released, there was a bit of buzz online talking about, did Tai Lopez really own the mansion in the Here in My Backyard video? Many people were claiming, including Ethan himself, that the mansion was a rental. But in the vlog, Tai Lopez explains how he came into possession of the house, and you can take it as you wish, but here's that clip.
Let me get this straight.
Okay.
This is your house.
So, this house, because there's been a lot of controversy if this is my house or not, this is a house that I do.
Fake Guru TV, Episode 2. Roll it.
One of the things that you could do, kind of like a mind hack, you could say, sometimes instead of focusing on what needs to be done and what you're going to get, focus on, not all the time, but ask yourself, what is the cost of inaction?